Hi friends, and I know it's Thanksgiving week and I wanted to touch base with you because some of you actually emailed me and told me some of your personal situations, and I just appreciate that so much that you trusted me with your story. And I'm not a therapist and I'm not an expert, but I am your friend and I'm here. You know my story. I'm estranged from my daughter. I don't hear from my sons. Boys are different. They don't think about, oh, I should call mom. I haven't talked to her in a while. I won't hear from them unless I reach out, but they will answer. So what do we do? When this is fresh, when the pain is still fresh, these days are hard. The holidays are hard. Mother's Day is hard. Birthdays, anytime that you would think you're going to get a little expression of love, you're left disappointed. And so what I learned, 18 years now estranged from my daughter, what I've learned is I can't expect anything. Don't expect it, you're not disappointed. And so I find some way to sprinkle myself with happy, and sometimes you have to drown yourself in it. Find something you want to do. Some people like to do volunteer work. I did that back when I was younger. I think my giving back to society days are over. I did a lot of that. It can be very rewarding and fulfilling if you have a cause that you are particularly interested in. One thing you might want to consider doing is get the address for overseas military people who are away from their families during the holidays, and maybe spend Thanksgiving Day addressing Christmas cards that you can mail over there to them. There's another really great organization. Now, it won't help you for Thanksgiving, but it's called Wreaths Across America. And they put the wreaths on the veterans' graves at the national cemeteries across the country. You should get on there and find out when it's happening in your area. It's usually about the second week of December, something like that. Do it at least once in your life. That is such a great experience. My father is buried out here at the Little Rock National Cemetery, and we did it one year. It was cold, but we did it. And let me tell you, we made a flag line. They had flags for all of us, and we all lined the streets, and we're waiting for the wreaths to arrive. And all of a sudden, we hear police sirens in the distance. And here comes, they get closer and closer. And here these police, they're escorting 3 18-wheelers of wreaths. And they come barreling down the street, and all of a sudden those big trucks come barreling through where we're standing with our flags. And all the trucks were like that wrap, whatever it is, that they can change the design on it. They all had military people saluting, American flags, eagles. I lost it. I was holding my flag and bawling the whole time. The volunteers that show up for that, it's amazing that many in the community. I wish I had done it when my kids were young. I wish I'd had them out there putting wreaths on so they could do something for somebody else. People have their kids out there. It's just a great experience. And when you put the wreath on the veteran's grave, you say their name, because it's said that we die twice. Once when our physical body goes, and once when our name is uttered for the last time on this earth. And so they put the wreaths there, and they say that person's name. And I got to put the wreath on my own father's grave that year. And on the back, I still have it. I took the tag off. Each one of them has a tag, and it says, today, hope I can get through it, I placed a wreath on the grave of a hero. And anyway, I would really, maybe spend Thanksgiving looking into something like that in your community. What a fantastic experience. The other thing you might want to consider is, if this is appropriate for your family, is maybe write those reconciliation cards. Reach out one more time. Swallow your pride. How can we make this right? That's it. People separate over the weirdest things. Trump has divided families. COVID divided families, sexualities divided families. We're just here for such a short time, you know, spending it fighting over little trivial things that don't matter in the great beyond, you know. So anyway, I know these are hard days, and I want you to know you have a friend here, and do something for yourself that day. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do on Thanksgiving. Since I've got one son out in Vegas, daughter MIA, the other son, I only hear from him if he needs something. We're going to go down to the casino, and they have a turkey dinner there. And if you have a player's card, $6.99, and if you don't, it's $12.99. And it's a pretty good little Thanksgiving dinner. I don't have to cook. We get our turkey and stuffing, and we get to play that afternoon. And so, you know, do something to make you happy. So get through Thanksgiving, and I will meet you on the other side, and we'll talk about Christmas. Friends, and I do consider each of you my friends, take care of yourself. There's a lot to be thankful for.